Alright, what's happening, everyone? So, NK just dropped a quote-unquote surprise update. No teaser or anything. Just dropped this update on us without any warning, and I'm left scrambling to see what's new in this update. Much to my inconvenience, because I just finished a 4-hour stream earlier today. Not in the best moods. It is pretty late where I am right now, and I do have to wake up early for a doctor's appointment tomorrow, so apologies if I do sound a little groggy or different. But yeah, let's just get through what's new in this update as best as I can right now. So, update notes. Not too much in this update. That's probably why there wasn't any teaser. Basically, there's a new expert map Ravine, trophy store items, improved pop-ups, challenge browser enhancements. That sounds really juicy. And balance tweaks as usual. So, let's just go over first off to the trophy store, where I can just buy everything straight up. New soundtrack, awesome. Pineapple Spike Factory's cool. Avatars, awesome. Lantern BFB, alright. I've been looking for a good BFB skin. Maybe this one can be it. Pop FX, trucker hats, not really my thing, but sure. And yeah, you see the new profile avatar right here. Pretty cool. You also notice there's a new follower count. That's pretty nice. The update just dropped and 64 people somehow found my profile and followed me. They probably found me through the challenge browser, which I'm going to look at right now, because that got a lot of fixes, got a lot of changes. So what's new exactly in this challenge browser? Well, let me just click this tab over here. You see there's a new following, and that's basically, you click anybody's profile from a challenge here, and you can choose to follow them, and I guess this is a tab where you can see their challenges. So now you'll be able to keep up to date on your favorite challenge creators' new creations. Pretty cool. On top of that, I believe there is a new percentage that you can see. So right here is the player completion rate, 97%. Well, if you click this one more time, it goes down to 85. That's because it's win rate, which is calculated by the amount of player deaths that are non-unique. So if one person dies multiple times and then wins, well, it's not 1 for 1, it's like 1 for 5 or something. However many attempts it took them to beat that. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Unfortunately, they didn't add what I wanted most, and that was to see the actual number of people who played it. Because for me, this win rate doesn't mean anything. I really only care about how many people actually beat the challenge and played the challenge, not necessarily whether or not one person died multiple times. So yeah, you can change it in this menu too, which is cool, I guess. Like, you see this one? Damn, drops to 50%. But 53% have beaten it, so it took people multiple attempts to find the answer for that one. Also, on top of that, if I click the settings bar here, you'll see this. You can hide completed challenges, which is cool, but you can also select whether or not you want to see 1-rounders or longer, which is perfect, because, honestly, I like looking at short ones. Normally, 100-rounders aren't my style unless I am really interested in the concept, so that's cool. One more thing I want to show with the challenge browser, press create, edit challenge. Look at this, double cache disabled. Pretty much one of the two things I wanted in any challenge browser updates, and I'm glad they put this in, well, as soon as they could. So again, just to summarize the challenge browser updates, it's pretty much perfect except for the one little thing I want, aka number of plays. So fingers crossed that it'll come in 24.0. Now, let's do the new map, because this one is hard. It's expert, and it looks actually really sick. As you can see from the preview there, it's looking pretty nutty. So if I go into the game here, we have 4 lanes, it looks like. What looks to be a precursor of the Dark Castle map. Like, I can already imagine in my mind, after the balloons get through the exit here, these 4 paths, will lead into the trees that lead into Dark Castle. Like, don't tell me I'm the only one that had that on their mind, just when seeing this map. That being said, it looks like they alternate paths every round, so round 3 odd rounds come from the rightmost lanes, and it's pretty long. We have plenty of time to pop balloons, at least for an expert map. However, for the other two lanes, it looks awfully short, especially the one on the very left side. That one's looking really menacing. That being said, how do I start this? I have no clue. One dart definitely can't solo here, and water towers are pretty bad. Look at that awful line of sight. No water towers can even see over anything. It's useless. So I guess we just gotta go for, yeah, 2 darts. Hopefully that helps us survive. And there you can see the new effects. Personally, not a fan of any effects, but I guess it's cool for a one-time thing. But I can't see myself doing this for, like, the usual challenges and all that. So I don't believe there's any secrets on this map, but I do notice that there's a sword here. And if I click it, it wiggles. If I spam click it, what happens? Hey! The sword just fell into the water. But I don't think I can do anything with that, can I? I think it's just a little, I don't know, effect. But nothing that changes the map in any way. I think the cool thing about this map is that it actually looks 3D. Like, it kind of looks like I have the free cam mod effect on. Just because you don't normally see, like, you normally see maps from a top-down perspective. You don't normally see, like, the sides of the walls. Like a full-on 90-degree bird's eye view. That being said, I'm probably gonna go for heli next. Just because I can't see anything else really working. Like a sniper, maybe decent, but, like, the line of sight is just so bad. So bad with all the obstructions. Nothing much I can do about that. Heli now. Like, hell, even with heli, I'm not sure how good it is, because, again, the lanes split immediately. So unless you put your heli at the very front of the map, it's only going to be able to hit one lane of 2. Also, correct me if I'm wrong, but as I'm recording this, I don't believe it's possible to beat this map on Chimps mode, which would mean it's the only map in the game that cannot be beaten on hardest difficulty. Because yes, even Bloody Puddles can be complete. It wasn't able to be done on Chimps when the game came out, or when the map came out. I believe it was impossible until NK changed Tiny Hitbox. So they might do the same for this map, because right now, I believe the max round is 6. Like, you can only beat the first round, and the second round is impossible. But I'll let you know if that changes. That's just what I've heard right now. So we could very well just be playing the hardest map in the game right now. At least for Chimps mode. But honestly, I can see it being insanely hard just because of the line of sight that you normally don't have in other expert maps. Still thinking about exactly what I want to get. But you know what I think would work really well on this map? A never miss. A never miss out buff. Because that doesn't care about line of sight. And yeah, I just really can't see anything else that would be able to cover 2 lanes at once. Or at least handle the other lane. Because right now, you see this? I know I have auto start on, so I probably should turn that off, but still. This is just ridiculous. 18, 14. Okay, let me get it now. Before I die. Unfortunately, I can't afford it, but, I mean, I guess just having a base ace would help. All I need is to survive till the never miss. How much is it? Buy 2 upgrades, okay. 1,000 short's still quite a long ways to go. Do you remember you have Ben's ability, if things are that bad? Come on. This is good for the auto rounds, because he gets 2 lanes at once. Well, kind of. You still have to alternate shots, but I can see this being decent. Okay, 3 lives, 3 lives. We're dead. Alright, don't worry though, because you see this? I actually died on purpose. Not gonna lie, to do this. Look. A free continue. So NK gave you a free continue now. For every map. 1 free continue. After that, you have to spend the normal monkey money. Which is fine by me. I'm not sure why it was done. But I guess, you know, people who claim this game's pay to win would, like this change. I mean, who doesn't love saving monkey money? Like, I know personally when I, quote-unquote, grind maps, I don't like grind maps, but I do play a few for completion from time to time. And I don't always put my full focus on the game. So whenever I'm, like, playing an 80-rounder and I die in 78, I get a bit annoyed because I don't want to spend monkey money to continue. And I'll just replay the map over again. But yeah, this change is nice. It means I can afford to make one mistake. Like, say I AFK for too long. Now I don't have to worry about restarting or spending monkey money. I get that free safety net, which is really awesome. I don't think anybody would be mad about this change, except for NK's wallets to an extent. But I'm sure they're doing well enough. So we got that Alp buff, never miss now, which means I think we're set. Not sure what I want to do with the heli. Maybe I'll just leave it on pursuit, because I'm kind of lazy to micro at this point. But I guess we'll just keep buffing this ace until we see something that would work better. Because again, I can't see anything. Okay, so for round 40, I'm kind of curious whether or not the mob is going to go on this really short lane. Because if so, we could be in some trouble. I do have a 401 out buff now, which means I'm buffing both the heli and the ace. And jungle drums too, to boot. Hell, I'll do this too. Faster firing. Okay, good. It goes on the right side. And we do have Trojan, so not a big deal. So yeah, luckily NK isn't that evil to put it on the super short lane. But even then, the even rounds look really, really brutal. Like, odd rounds, they have a huge, long line. Especially this right side. Huge curve you gotta go through. And for the other lane, you still have to go from right to left. But for this one, it's kind of just top down. You really don't have much breathing room. Kind of want to go for a Spectre, but at the same time, it might be dangerous because on this map, it's probably going to whiff a hell of a lot. I don't trust its really inaccurate attacking, especially to handle all 4 lanes at once, or at least 2 lanes at once. So instead, I think Sniper might be passable on this map just because you can kind of see through the tree. You see in this spot, I can see that left side. So I'll do it. Elite Defender. Everybody likes the good old 025. But yeah, the last thing I didn't talk about in this update is balance changes. Oh, wait, before that, we have this. Even though I have tooltips off, I think this is just mandatory to see. You can now change targeting options that help with tough rounds. Wow. Thanks, NK. I had no idea about that. But yeah, I did see they mentioned something in the patch notes about tooltip changes. I would assume that is one of them. Nothing wrong about that, obviously. It's always good to help with the new players in this game, especially given that there's been a large chunk who have just gone to this game in the last 2 months or so, when it was on a massive sale on Steam. But yeah, I definitely don't have enough time to go over all the balance changes in this update. There is a good chunk of them, so maybe I'll just drop one of them to show you what's up. Well, for one, let's look for a buff here. Engineer. Apparently, Deconstruction, which usually only works on the main NG's attacks, it now works on all the sentries it spawns, which could be really useful for late game, because the problem with sentries is that they just couldn't scale. Not good enough mob damage, not good enough Ceram damage, but now it can give all sentries +1 damage to Fortified and Moab class balloons, which could be useful, so let me just get one of them here. Why not drop a Sentry Expert, a 420? So now every Sentry we spawn will be doing extra damage to Fortifieds and Moabs. Cool. Can't go wrong with that, honestly. 63, I think we're fine. Yeah, these effects, again, they're good for one time. But right now, I kind of want to see how close I am to dying. And it's really hard to see under all those, bams, pops, pows. Like, come on. Well, I guess we're gonna get an Apache. Seems like the closest thing we can afford right now. About 8k away. That should guarantee we don't die. Because, yeah, even with the Elite Defender, not good enough line of sight on that left side. I probably will go over more of the balance changes eventually in other videos, so if you want to catch that, well, make sure to subscribe. Might as well put it out there because it has been scientifically proven that if you say the word subscribe in any of your videos, it will get more subscribers than videos where you don't say the word subscribe. That's just how it works, I guess, on YouTube. However, I can't say I will guarantee I'll be able to get more update stuff out soon, depending on how things go regarding my health situation. If you want to know more about that, I will gladly talk about it briefly in the end of the video. Just for those who have been curious and out of the loop, because I don't normally talk about this on YouTube, but if you follow my Twitch a lot, I probably talk about it every stream. So it's not like a broken record at this point. But yeah, let me just wait 5 more rounds. Hopefully you can survive that. I do have a lot of money. Not sure what to spend it on. I'll just use Ben here for 76. Easy. I think at this point we got this. But I would like a tower that would guarantee your victory. That tower would probably be Spectre. Although, maybe I want to get something else. I don't know. I could sell a sentry for it, but that would kind of defeat the purpose of getting a tower to showcase its buff. Honestly, it's hard to see whether or not this is doing a lot, but sure. I'll pretend it does something. Now, I'm scared about the Camel Wave, so let me just sell it for Spectre. Make sure we're fine. I could use Siphon, but I'm kind of lazy at timing it. We win. Ravine hard. Not that bad, but that's only because I used a continue one. The free continue, don't forget, gave me plus 1k cash. But yeah, I want to do it for the showcase. And I'm excited to see how they change this map in future updates to make it possible in chips. Because yeah, it definitely seems like a nightmare if you don't have stuff like a never miss ace in the early game. Or whatever else can see a lot of this map. GG's, GG's. So that's probably all I'm going to have for this update video. I just wanted to get this map and all of the major update things out of the way first. But yeah, as I mentioned, let me just talk about what's going on with me and how it might affect the near future of what's going to be uploaded on this channel. So if you don't know, for the past few years, I've been dealing with a really bad skin condition, eczema, also known as atopic dermatitis. I've had it my whole life, but it's gotten worse over the last almost 2 years at this point. And I've tried so many remedies, so many things to try to get it under control, but unfortunately, it's still not where I want it to be. Basically, right now I'm on a trial for a medication that worked at first, but for the last 9 months or so, it's lost its effect. And needless to say, I have not been in the best position in those 9 months. Good enough to at least make videos and stream, but I fear that if I stop, it'll get worse. And back to a point where I have to stop streaming / making videos. Which did happen for a point, for about like a month last year, around March or so. Now I'm saying this because I'm choosing to stop the trial, because obviously after 9 months, nothing's going to change. And I'm going to move on to immunosuppressants, which I haven't tried at this point. Mostly because of the side effects. But at this point, I'm willing to risk whatever side effects it has. Which could be liver problems, nausea, potential hair loss. But again, I don't have a choice. And I fear that taking me off this trial medication and going on the immunosuppressant may make things better, may make things worse. But honestly, I'm prepared for the worst. That's why I'm saying if I ever do slow down uploads or stop streaming for a while, you know why. Obviously, I'll make like a Twitter post or something, letting you know if things go bad. But yeah, that's just where I am right now, and it sucks. Because I want to keep making videos. Trust me, you don't have to tell me to take a break, because I really don't want to. I'll only have to if I'm forced to, because it gets so bad to a point where I can't work on anything. That's the last place I want to be in right now, because I do want to keep the good times rolling, I really do. But if everything I keep trying continues to not work, then, I mean, what can you do? Again, I'm not asking for any suggestions for what to do, so please don't. Just trust me when I say I've tried literally everything on the planet. Well, almost literally everything. Alright, I think that's all I have to say. I don't want to drag this any further, so I'm going to end it there. Thank you all for watching if you made it this far. Yeah, more videos on the way, even if it's not the new updates. I do have a big backlog of other videos that are ready to be released, so stay tuned. See you in the next one.